Hello guys, in this video I'm going to show you how you can download and install Ubuntu operating system on your Windows 8 or Windows 8.1 operating system using VMware Player. So hopefully you have a VMware Player installed on your Windows operating system. If you don't have, I will put the link so that you can click and see how you can download and install VMware Player on your Windows 8 or Windows 8.1 operating system. After installing VMware Player, you will be able to see this kind of desktop icon on your desktop. So you just need to click this VMware Player. But to install Ubuntu on your VMware Player, you also need to have Ubuntu ISO file. So this ISO file, how you can get, you just need to search on your favorite browser Ubuntu, and in here www.ubuntu.com, just click it, and in here you will be able to see the Ubuntu versions to download. So you just need to go to download, and in here Ubuntu desktop, and in here you will be able to see which version of Ubuntu are available at this time. So at the time of making this video, there are two versions available. One is Ubuntu 14.04 LTS, which is a long-term version, and other is Ubuntu 14.10, which will be only valid for 9 months, and then they will release a new version of Ubuntu. So generally I will recommend this LTS version. This LTS version will be valid for almost 5 years. So just first of all, you must know what type of Windows operating system you have. Most probably, if you have a relatively new computer, you must have 64-bit operating system, but it may have 32-bit operating system. So to check on Windows 8.1, you just need to go to system, search for system, and click it, and in here you will be able to find in system type what system you have. I have 64-bit operating system, so I will choose 64-bit operating system and click download. And in here, uh, if you want to donate to Ubuntu, you can donate. Otherwise, Ubuntu is open source and free, so you may not wish to donate if you want, and you can just drag every slide to 0, and then you can just click this download button. So once you click this download button, you will be able to see the download Ubuntu download here. So you can see Ubuntu minus 14.04.1 minus desktop minus AMD 64.iso file. So this will be a ISO file, and it will take some time to download, maybe 10 minutes or 20 minutes, because it's about 981 MB file. So just download this file. I have already downloaded this ISO file, Ubuntu 14.4 ISO file. So once you download this file, you are ready to install Ubuntu on your VMware Player. So just open your VMware Player and just click this option here, create a new virtual machine, and in here you can choose which option you want. So you just need to click this installer disk image file, which is ISO file, and browse for your ISO file wherever it is. So this is my ISO file location which I have downloaded from Ubuntu, and then click I will install the operating system later. Okay, click next. Now you need to choose which type of operating system you want to install. So just uh, choose Linux, because Ubuntu is a Linux operating system, and we are going to install Ubuntu 64. So just choose Ubuntu 64 bit. Okay, click next, and in here you can give the name to your Ubuntu operating system. I will leave it as default, but you can change this name, and the location generally I will leave as default. Click next. In here you can give the I mean the maximum disk size to your operating system. So 20 GB is enough for 64-bit Ubuntu operating system, but if you want to increase it, you can increase it from here. For now I will just allocate 20 GB. For me it's okay, and then I will click next, and this will show the your settings. So what settings you have chosen for Ubuntu, and just click finish. Once you click finish, you will be able to see this virtual machine is created here, right? Now once you create your Ubuntu virtual machine, you can change its setting by going to edit virtual machine settings, and in here you can change the settings. For example, by default it allocates only one processor to your virtual machine, but you can choose more processors. For example, I will choose 4 for now, and in here hard disk, you will be able to see the hard disk current size and system maximum size 20 GB. So it's okay for me. And then here is the CD DVD options, network options, and other options are here. Okay, so in this CD slash DVD option, you need to choose your ISO file once again. So just click this option, CD slash DVD. Auto detect is by default selected, but you need to choose your ISO file. So just click this radio button, use ISO file, and browse for your ISO file wherever your ISO file is. So my ISO file is here. Once again I will choose my ISO file which I have downloaded right now from Ubuntu website, right? And then there are some other settings here if you want to play with, but I will leave them as default for now. And this memory also you can increase it to suit your requirement. For example, I will increase it to 2 GB, and in here in the options tab you have the options to choose shared folder and virtual VMware tools, which are the tools which are required by your guest operating system. But for now I will leave everything as default, and if required I will install them later. Once everything is set, you are ready to click this play virtual machine button. So select your operating system and click play virtual machine, and for the first time it will show you these options. Click OK for every option, and here software updates, you can choose download and install. The following software will be available: VMware tool for Linux. So these tools are required by your guest operating system, for example Ubuntu, to give you better performance on virtual machines. So if you choose, you just click download and install, and it will download these VMware tools, and it will increase the resolution or other features of your Linux virtual machine. So I will just download them and install them, and I will let this process to go on. And by the meantime, my Ubuntu virtual machine has been started and it's ready to install. Select your language in here. I choose English as my language, and I will click install Ubuntu. So just click install Ubuntu, and in here it will show preparing to install Ubuntu, and it will give you this option that you must have at least 6.5 GB of available space, which we have 20 GB, and you have connected internet. I also have this, and in here the option to download update while installing is a good option, and if you choose, you can install third-party software, and click continue. And then we will go to the next step, which is this computer currently has no detected operating system. What would you like to do? So you just need to choose the first option, which is the default option, erase disk and install Ubuntu. Don't worry, it will not erase your host operating system. It's just a virtual machine, so you can safely select erase disk and install Ubuntu. It will not erase your original operating system. So just install now, and the location you need to choose. If you need to change, you can change it, but it's okay for me, so I will click continue. And here you can choose your keyboard layout. So for example, by default it's English, but if you have a keyboard layout to some particular country or language, you can choose it from here. For example, my keyboard layout is German, so I will just search for German layout, which is keyboard layout. So I will just search for German, which is here, and in German also there are many options, but I will choose the first option, general option. And in here you can print your keys so that you can check whether it's working or not, and click continue. And now you just need to give the name to your Ubuntu operating system, which is your names. For example, programming knowledge, and then you need to pick the password for your Ubuntu operating system. So you just need to remember this password in order to log in once again. So just choose a password which is most appropriate for you, and then require my password, leave it as default, click continue. And now the installation has been started, so it will take some time to install Ubuntu. By the meantime, you can also click this install VMware tool, which will enable some features on your system. So click yes and click OK, and I will let this process to go on, and once some important step occurs, I will restart the videos. So now it's installing system files, and after this it's almost complete. So I will wait for this process to complete also. So now our installation is complete, and this Ubuntu is telling us to restart this virtual machine. So I will just click this restart, and for the first time when you install Ubuntu on VMware or any other virtual machine, it may take some time to restart. So if it doesn't restart, you just need to power off your virtual machine and then start your Ubuntu once again. So for example, in this case, let's wait for 3 or 4 seconds. Otherwise, we will restart or start Ubuntu by ourselves. But Ubuntu is restarted by itself, so we don't need to do anything right now. And Ubuntu is ready to use. So you just need to give your password and enter your password, and now we are almost ready to use Ubuntu. So in some moment, hopefully we will see the sidebar here, and now sidebar is here, so we can use this sidebar. I will click this maximize button, but nothing happens. So what I will try is I'll try this option, enter full screen mode, and still it doesn't uh, go in full screen mode. So I will change to this option. So to solve this problem of this screen resolution, what you can do is you can go to your system. So just go to system settings. So go to this small button and go to system settings. And in system settings, you need to go to display settings. So just click this display settings here, display. And in display, by default, when you install Ubuntu on virtual machine, its resolution is 800 cross 600, but the actual resolution for our machine we need is 1360 cross 768, or for better resolution you can choose the upper options also, but for now I will choose this option 1360 cross 768, and then I will click OK or apply from here, and now it opens this in better resolution. But this also for my system or my screen, it's a little bit lesser, so I will increase it once again to 1920, because my computer resolution is this one, 1920 cross 1440. Okay, so you need to set the resolution according to your computer screen, and so I will choose it once again and apply. So now the configuration is totally fine for me. So I will just say keep this configuration and apply, keep this configuration, and just close it. So now this has increased your resolution also, and now you can start using Ubuntu on your virtual machine as a normal operating system. So I can open terminal and it will open it, and you can use it uh, however you want. So I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please rate, comment and subscribe, and bye for now.